Welcome to Real Talk, Real Walk. Special edition, we are family. I'm your boy, Bro Bill. Let's get to it. This episode will be a little longer than usual, so if you're on the gram, you can find the full episode on Facebook or on YouTube. February is the month of love, and that'll be the theme for the month. The other day, I saw this. My sister and I were having a conversation about families and the definition of family. Some people are very close to their families and others are not close at all. Some families are simple and some are very complex. We all have an internal desire to be a family and to be loved and connected to others. There are several types of families. Let's look at a few and see what we can find. There are families made from unions. Remember the Brady Bunch? The misadventures of a large family united when a widower and a divorcee married. They both had 3 kids and they merged into one big family, and the youngest one was in curls. I know y'all remember that one. There are families made out of situations like the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers. The men of Easy Company became a family of military men that fought together to keep each other alive. They were all from different cities, backgrounds, social levels, but they had a common goal to stay alive and to make it home. And that goal made them a family. They became so close, they had a hard time letting the replacement soldiers come in, and that meant that either one of their brothers was either wounded or died. Their families made out of common backgrounds, like the movie classic New Jack City. Nino Brown, G Money, and the Dudder Man, and the rest of the Cash Money brothers. They were kids that came from the street, and they all had one thing, and that was they had each other's back. They were a family. The most powerful line in the movie was the scene when Nino and G Money were on the run from the police, and they met near the bridge, and G Money's on his knees yelling, CMB! CMB! Cash Money Brothers! We all we got! Then G Money quoted Genesis 4:9, am I my brother's keeper? And we all know how it ends. What's ironic is what Nino Brown did to G Money in the movie, Cain did to Abel in Genesis 4:8. Cain talked to Abel, his brother, about what God has said, and when they were alone working in the field, Cain attacked Abel, his brother, and killed him. There are situations where people feel like they're family. That made me think about the theme song from our show, Living Single, and it goes something like this. Whenever this life gets tough, you gotta fight. With my homegirl standing on my left and my right, true blue is tight like glue. We're living, hey, single. In a 90s kind of world, I'm glad I got my girls. I can't tell you how many times I hear people say, that's my brother, that's my play sister. She's like a little sister to me, or like a big brother. Miss Jones is like a second mother to me. We want to be connected to other people, and that makes us feel special. They treat us like family. And in some cases, they treat us better than our blood family members. I know you thought I was going to sing that song, didn't you? There's God's family, the body of Christ. 1 Corinthians 10:17 says, since there's one bread, we, believers, who are many, are united into one body. For we are partakers of one bread, which represents the body of Christ. Ephesians 5:29-30 says, for no one ever hated his own body, but instead he nourishes and protects and cherishes it, just as Christ does the church, because we are members, part of his body. Let me tell you my story and see if you can guess what type of family I have. Meet my family. My parents, William and Vanetta, my big sister Roz, and my little sister KK. For most of my life, I knew William and Vanetta took care of me and loved me dearly. Just before I started high school, my mother died, and during that time, my father mourned. He would always say things like his wife, and as a kid, I wanted to know why he would never include me and say my mother. My big sister was so much older than I was, and I never thought anything about it. One day I saw family pictures and I saw my mother and my sister at a backyard function. I've seen these pictures so many times and I never noticed that the photo was taken the same year I was born. But something didn't look right. Now that I'm grown, I look at the picture and I notice that my sister was pregnant, but my mother wasn't when she should have been. To end the suspense, William and Vanetta adopted me. They made me think of Psalms 27:10. Even if my mother and father leave me, the Lord will take me in. William and Vanetta took me in. Just a few months ago, my maternal mother told me the story about my adoptions and about my other brother and sister. I grew up in the same blood family. I just moved from one branch of the family tree to the other. After my adopted mother passed, my adopted father remarried and adopted my little sister. The point is, my adopted family is closer to me than my blood family because my adopted family is all I know. Some families are made up like mine, but the family relationships are not as loving as mine. The movie Antoine Fisher comes to mind. Antoine confronted his painful past and began the quest to find the family he never knew. John 1:11 says Jesus came to his own family, his own people, the Jewish nation, and they did not receive him and welcome him. We all want to belong to a loving family. Your family does not have to be like mine. Mine does not have to be like yours. But the people that are down with you, the people that put you first when you need it, that love you unconditionally, sharing a bloodline does not always mean we are family. In the immortal words of the family national anthem, "We Are Family" by my group, Sister Sledge. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by. Hey! And we just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. Sing it with me. We are family. Now that's real talk, real walk, special edition. We are family. Tell your friends. If you like what's going on here, hit the like button, subscribe, follow. We'd appreciate it. Share it with your friends. Again, we put out new content every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you for listening and joining us. I'm your boy, Bro Bill. See you later on.